Welcome back to NakaMates, Cheeky here. Today we have some gameplay of Law vs Ace. Bit of a tough matchup obviously for Law, just because of how many events and removal Ace has against Law, and they will try to always either Fire Fist us or even Flame Emperor, our blocker Law. But it's okay. It's a good practice because we will keep running into Ace. I don't believe Ace is dead yet, even with the latest restrictions. I know that they lost. I would say the Marco blocker would be their biggest loss, followed by Radical Beam. I don't think the Oyaji or the 9-drop New Gate matters that much. I mean, it's still a powerful card to drop it back to back, but with our top end of having 3 or 4 Ace and then followed by the 1 Whitebeard, which you can always still search from Whitebeard Pirates event, as well as EZO. I don't think they're dead yet. Anyway, let's get into the gameplay and let's see if we can play around the 5 Fist and other removals here. Alright, so we get to choose. I'm going to go first because I feel like we should actually start pressuring their life quite early and be more aggressive in this matchup. So we've got on our starting hand Bonnie, the Dawn, and Blocker Law, so it's pretty good. And we've got one 2k counter as well in Otama. We might even use Basil later on if they start dropping their mid-range threats. So let's go start attacking 5k. Okay, so they most likely always gonna take because they're still a red player after all, and they want that resource, but I feel that's good for us. So I think in here we will choose the Otama, which we can use for a 2k counter, or we can also use it to clear the mid-range threats. Okay, so we drop the chopper here. We'll basically always going to take the first 2 attacks. There's no trigger, we got another 2k counter, so our hand's looking a bit nice. Okay, so they start removing our board here with Seaquake on our chopper, and that's okay, we still have plenty of 1 drop. Okay, so we won't be able to shamble yet for this turn, but we should be able to do that next turn. So again, we'll pressure with 5 because they most likely take it. Nope, they drop an event, that's okay. And we drop Basil here. So we always trying to be Dawn efficient and play the bigger threat, I feel, in the Ace matchup, so that if they want to clear it and they commit 3 to 4 Dawns at least to clear 2 of our boards, I feel like that's a pretty fair trade, so that when we can shamble, we have plenty of 1 drops to spam them all at the same time and do our shamble. So again, they cleared out the Dawn with Marco, and I feel like it gives them a false sense of security that we can't shamble even though our hands are quite stacked with 1 drop. So I'm just doing some math here and see if I can actually go for the shamble this turn with Blocker Law, but let's see what they end up doing with this 5k tech. They took it. Okay, so I think we will go for it. So we got another Blocker Law. And then we'll drop the Veggie for some defense now that we are down to 2 lives. They're still in 3 lives, so not that far ahead. Okay, so we'll just choose one of them for now. And then we'll shamble. I would say the Otama back, because we don't really have use for Makino at the moment. And then we'll get Bonnie back. We need to always save her whenever we can. And we won't drop anyone, just to keep our hand size healthy. And yeah, I don't want to drop another 1k, I mean 1 cost character, which is most likely Makino or Otama, for them to just clear it there. So that's okay. I mean, we still have 4 bodies here. So they attack 7k with Marco. Just trying to see. So we block with our blocker law and drop one of our Otama, just because I think they're not able to. Okay, so they cleared the Beji. Okay, I think we should start going for this marker. I know they still have 5 cards in their hand. If they want to start dropping, they start dropping. That's okay, because we have Basil here. Okay, they let go of that marker. Okay, and then we'll attack. Try to bait their blocker. They didn't take that. That's okay. Okay, let's use Bonnie to start digging. Think we should go for the other Bonnie here, because we can dig again. And okay, so we whiff that. That's okay, and that happens with law. So don't feel discouraged, guys, because you got so many searches. It's bound to happen, but you will go through your deck again. So I'm going to shamble the Makino for another blocker law, get one of the Bonnies back, and don't think we'll play. And we'll end turn here. So we're bluffing that we might have Regal Beam or Guard Point, and we'll see what's their response here. Okay, so they committed one of their Izo to clear our Bonnie, and that's okay. We still have 1 in our hand. So they're most likely going to go for the Basil here. So we'll drop the Makino again. Probably more useful to keep the Otamas in our hand. They dropped the 9-drop Whitebeard. That's actually really good for us, because now we can just defend our Basil, and we can replenish our hand with Bonnie. So getting a bit of value already with the Bonnie. We got another blocker law. That's 3 blocker laws, guys. Looking quite good for us. So they have 6 cards in their hand. I think we going to pressure their life. See if they want to start dropping their hand. Okay, so they drop a 1k counter. Alright, so we'll have to use our Basil. Just trying to decide if we should pressure their Marco yet with 5 cards. I think we do. Let's drop the Otama. Okay, so let's see their response here, but they're going to start dropping their hand. Okay, so they defended that by reviving him, and we're going to swing again with Basil. I think we should go for... yeah, I think we should go for the Marco again, because that's our original plan, and just to... okay, so they're down to 3 cards in their hand. That's looking good for us. We Shamble, drop another blocker law, and we put Beji. I know that the Beji will be cleared anyway by the 9-drop Whitebeard. So might be a bit of a misplay from me, but either way, I think our 3 blocker laws are actually helping us. Okay, so they did a misplay as well. They didn't attack with 9-drop Whitebeard, so we got to use our Beji. So all's fair now. Okay, so we let go Basil. That's okay, just because we still have 3 blocker law here. And if they go for our life, they go for our life. Don't think they can finish the game anyway. They got only 3 dons left, and potentially 2 to 3 attacks. So that's the first one here. So I will take that, and we got a Vista. That's a top deck there. Now we can clear that blocker and maybe go for game next turn. So we have 4 attacks plus 1 Zoro. I think, and they got only 3 cards, so I think we should go for game. Let's start with the Zoro Rush though and see the response before we commit our blocker laws. Okay, that's a drop of 5 fists. Swing with our leader again, just to test the water before we commit all of our 3 blockers here. So they take that. So I think we should go for it. 3 cards in their hand. They got 1 life to go, so they most likely will take this. Okay, so they counted that, so 1 card in their hand. Like this, so they will have to take that, and then that's an 8k swing, and yeah, so they disconnected. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that gameplay. Again, it's a bit of a tough matchup with Ace when you're playing a law, just because of the removal events, as well as 5-cost Marco. But again, if you know when to play around those removals, I feel like as law you still have chance, especially because you can go aggressive with your 5k attacks at their life. They're one of the slower red decks out there, so even if we're giving them resources, we can also try to make them discard their hands. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment down below, and if you want to support me, please like and subscribe. Have a nice cheeky day.